Hey crafty friends, welcome back. In today's video I am catching up on my October daily a little bit, and I'm going to be working on this 4-pocket page. I just have it on top of the black so that you can kind of see things a little bit better as we go through this video. But my friend Serena was here during this time, and on the 30th we had a really fun day. I think we probably went shopping because I think that's what we did like pretty much every day. But we also had an Oreo tasting party, which was amazing. It was so much fun. I'd found like 10 or 12 or whatever different flavors of Oreos, and that night as a family with Serena, we sat down and we tried them all and had a fun tasting party. So that was really, really fun. I highly suggest you guys do the same, either with Oreos or I don't know, other fun stuff like that. Here I'm going to go ahead and date my little card here. Now these journal cards that are already decorated, Annie sent those to me, I believe. So I'm just kind of moved them from a different page setup to this one so I could use them, and they worked out perfectly. I did have an original 4x6 picture of the Oreos, but I cut them in half. I cut that picture in half, then kind of staggered it. And what I'm doing here is, instead of journaling and writing down, you know, whose favorites, how do I say this? I don't know. Who had which favorite cookies, which favorites belong to whom person? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, so everybody had their own little colored jemmy, and then what I was going to do is put the jemmies in the appropriate colors for each person's favorite flavor. There we go. On the picture, you know, of that particular cookie. That way I didn't have to like write it down. I just thought this would be kind of a more fun, interactive way of doing this. So Serena had the purple jemmies, Spency had the orange, Bill had the black, and I had the weird green ones. Super fun. I love it. And then it's, I don't know, it's kind of a fun search and find type page for anybody else who's kind of flipping through. I don't know. I just think it's a really fun way to do something like that, to document different people's favorites. I am going to work on this kind of situation a little bit here with this bat and this Wicked Good. I'm going to kind of fiddle with it throughout the rest of this video. So if you see me kind of flipping back to it, like here, then you will know why. So this is the Boo crew, you know, the 4 of us doing the whole thing. And then on the other side of this page, that same night, we watched Buffy with Serena, the OG Buffy fan, and it was so amazing. I believe we watched Hush, and that is one of my favorite episodes, as well as Serena's, so that was really, really fun. Yeah, we had gin and tonics, and it was a good time, and I think I made our Disney ears that day. So yeah, this is the finished pocket page. Now let me go ahead and show you guys my October 1st. So this is to kind of start the October section in my October daily album, but I also wanted to kind of commemorate the beginning of Creepy Crafty Days. So as you guys might know, I do a series every year. I think it's been 2 years in a row now. I think this year will be number 3. But I do a daily video every day in October, and I call it my Creepy Crafty Days, and we do a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's kind of a big deal. It's a lot of work and really, really fun, and it's one of my favorite times of year to create. So I wanted to make a special page just to document Creepy Crafty Days. So I'm making this fun banner layout. I have a piece of plain black cardstock, and then you saw me trimming down strips of these different pattern papers. Most of these are from Beautiful Nights by American Crafts, I believe, from a few years ago now. And then this fun jack-o'-lantern one, and then the black and white kind of stripy bit one. I think those are the only 2 from Serena B's Paper Cakes collections, and I will leave a link to her shop down below. But I tried to stagger both the widths and the lengths of the banners, as well as like the colors. And it was kind of an ordeal to try to figure out, you know, where to put everything so that things look nice and staggered, you know, but there weren't like 2 really skinny banners right next to each other, you know, and not like 2 orange banners right next to each other. So it was quite a bit of fiddling around and just kind of eyeballing it and kind of, you know, playing it along as I went and just kind of figuring it out as I went along. I am using some Tombow permanent adhesive to glue these down, which is good and keeps everything in place. So here you can see all my little flags are all done. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess. And then what I should have done at this point, and I would suggest for you guys if you're doing a similar type layout, go ahead and punch the page holes at this point. Just do it now. Save yourself some trouble. Yeah, I highly suggest doing that. But I did not do that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Here I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo that I wanted on this page onto some more plain black cardstock. I'm leaving a really fine black border on there. I didn't want it to be like this huge border because I didn't want it to compete with the flags, but I did want something to kind of set the photo apart from the rest of the page a little bit. So that's what that black mat is for, as well as this foam tape. So some dimension can also kind of help make one part of your page the central focus, which is what I wanted this picture to be. So I tried to kind of go with the vibes of the picture and the colors in the picture. So you see kind of a lot of softer oranges. There's a little bit of pinks in there, which I kind of tied in a bit with the purples, but I tried to kind of make everything go, if you will. These are giant glittery like cardstock stickers from Michaels. I can't remember if they're from last year or the year before. I did peel off the backings off of them off camera. You guys aren't going to see that part because it's boring, but I just lifted up that foam tape bit. You know, I did try not to fold my photo too much, just kind of like lift it, and then I could kind of tuck the sticker back in behind. And again, I don't know, it just kind of helps pop the picture off of the page. It adds a little bit of spooky fun. Here you can see this cool ruler I found at the Dollar Tree. It has a really cool ridge that goes along the middle. And for $1, it's a great ruler. And I love that ridge because it helps you kind of line everything up really evenly, which is great. These stickers were super sticky, so I couldn't really just do my trick of like pushing down on the tops of the stickers while they're still on the ruler and then like holding them down and pulling the ruler away. I think you guys have seen me do that trick before. So I couldn't really do that with these, but that's okay. The ruler came in handy to keep things straight. And then I'm going to use some Tim Holtz little tiny alphas. I've had these for years. I don't know if they make them anymore, but I needed a little tiny, like little alpha to put October 1st. And I think it's so cute. So I love how this is a standalone page and that, you know, it will kind of mark the beginning of the official October section of my album. But I love how it still blends in and looks like a normal layout too. Now, if you are super stoked for Halloween and you're already making your way through last year's Creepy Crafty Days playlist to kind of get you hyped and pumped for more creepy crafting, then you might remember these glittery bat stickers that I am so in love with. So this is my finished page. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.